Freddie Coscia, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Staten Island Comedy Show. We're going to have a great show for you tonight, so stay tuned. It's a virtual show. We have comedians to perform their stand-up set on location, and you will see them right here on the Staten Island Comedy Show. Our first comedian is Alex Pages. He was born in Chicago, raised in Southern California. Alex started comedy back in September 1991. What got him into comedy was that he made people laugh. Alex also loved comedians Don Rickles, Rich Little, Carlin, and Johnny Carson. You can find him on Facebook, facebook.com/comedian Alex Pages. Our first comedian of the show, Alex Pages, ladies and gentlemen.
Just want to explain something really quick. This is not a special effect. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Latino, and I have no accent. So, as Latinos, we've had our darker moments. I was in LA during the riots. Gotta be honest with you, I was a little disgusted seeing people of, my color robbing and looting. In fact, the scariest part came when somebody actually took a shot at me. Hadn't been for that TV I was carrying, I'd be dead right now. I did a show one time, and it was a Latino club, and I had a hard time because they heard the way I talk, and the guy came up to me after the show and said, "Hey man, you know what it is you gotta talk more like the raza. ¿Quieres que hable español? Talk Spanish?" And he goes, "Man, we're in America now," I say. I say, "Hey, how do you feel about stereotypes?" And he says, "Well, if you gotta steal one, make sure it's a pioneer." That's kind of weird. So, anyways, being Latino, I have some friends who are a little bit worried about Donald Trump and the whole immigration thing. So I'm trying to help them out. I'm now teaching a class, how to speak Spanish with an Italian accent. So somebody comes to the door, they're like, "Excuse me, are there any Mexicans in the house?" No, aquí no hay mexicanos, no hay mexicanos. Somos italianos. Hijo de puta. Are you sure? 'Cause you sure look dark for an Italian. Somos sicilianos, Sicily. Mafia. Puto. Anyway. We'll get some people in, We'll get some people in. So, hopefully that'll help. Anyways, I'm kind of known for doing impressions, and I often wonder if there's a lot of, anybody in the audience. Anybody here do any impressions themselves at the party? No? You guys are lying. All of you are liars. Because I happen to know for a fact that every single one of you has, at one point in their life, maybe even your parents, stood in front of the mirror and done this impression. You talking to me? You talking to me? It's 40 years of Robert De Niro, folks, eh? Same profession, everybody's gonna do it. Tonight we're gonna make history. We're gonna come up with a new Robert De Niro impression, and this is the one you will teach all your children from now on, okay? Hey, Greg, I got nipples too. Can you milk me, huh? You pay my cat's tail, you son of a bitch. Circle of trust. Being a comedian, sometimes you get paid, sometimes you don't. It's just the nature of the business, right? So sometimes, any Laker fans, and I'm not talking Lakers now, like Lakers a few years ago, right? I could never afford to go to the Staples Center and watch the Lakers. But I got lucky. I had a friend, and he got a job as a custodian. He used to leave the back door unlocked. And I'd get to sneak in and watch a game. But some nights, I would get even luckier, and I'd get to sit in the front row. Well, how is everybody? I don't remember telling Kobe that I gave him permission to retire. Now what am I supposed to do? Watch CNN all day? Sir, you make me want to be a better man. Yeah, you're pretty cute. You want to know the truth, sir? You can't handle the truth. And of course, my favorite shining. Wendy, I don't want to kill you. I just want to beat your brains in. Thank you, folks. I'm Alex Pages.
That was great, Alex. Very funny. I just want to describe the picture behind me. It's a picture of the Staten Island Ferry. It goes from Staten Island to downtown Manhattan. Also in the background is a picture of the Brooklyn Bridge. Next up is a segment we call Joking Around with Fred Rubino.
Freddie Rubino here. Listen, all my friends asking me, you want to go camping? Listen, stop asking me to go camping, all right? Because Italians, when we camp, we do everything big, big. Nothing's little, nothing's a here and there. Everything's a big production, all right? When I was 15, we went camping. Not just me and my parents and my girlfriend. It was everybody, grandparents, aunts, uncles, cousins, all right? It was huge. We get up there late, we pitch our tents, we went right to bed. I get up, it was like the Feast of San Gennaro hit the Adirondacks. All right, there was a huge statue my grandfather bought of St. Anthony. All right, my uncle's making Zeppelis, my cousin's making sausage and peppers. It's 7 o'clock in the morning. It's like a Roman orgy. A bear wandered into the campground. My grandmother cooked for the bear. All right, 900-pound bear. The thing couldn't finish dinner. It's walking through the woods with a doggy bag. The thing, it's out of control. All right, I couldn't go on the hammock. The hammock was covered in plastic. God forbid it gets dirty, right? I tell my grandmother, Grandma, make something American, all right? We're camping. It's up in the woods. That night we had bald eagle cutlets, Parmesan. All right, we're mental. It's a mental thing. Finally, thank God, the state troopers asked us to leave the next day. My father was putting paving stones down to get to the lake, all right? Don't ask us to go camping. We'll go to the pool. We'll go to the beach. That's it, all right? Have a great week. I'll talk to you later.
That was great, Fred. Very funny, as always. Our next comedian is David Bergman. He is from Leominster, Massachusetts. He has been doing comedy since 2012. What got Dave into comedy was he loves to make people laugh. You can find Dave on Facebook, Dave Bergman, on Instagram, Dave.Bergy, on YouTube, Dave Bergman Comedy. Our next comedian, Dave Bergman, ladies and gentlemen.
This is really scary. I'm nervous. Today I went to Chinatown, had to pay the lady $80. She walked on my back for 2 hours. We're talking. I'm doing the set tonight. I got a bad memory, so she goes, I will write your set on your hand. And she wrote it in freaking Chinese. I don't know. I look in the mirror. My hair's all right. My hair's never going to be all right. I got a permanent mohawk in the front. I don't know. Everybody, I'm talking to my friends, my family. They're like, Dave, you can do this. Break a leg, knock him dead. You got this. You're the funniest guy we ever met on the flight deck at Bellevue, I'm thinking. Veronica, you said paw. That was a good lesson. Thank you. Oh, wait. I'm thinking, I'm not the most graceful guy you ever met. Tell you what, I better get away from the edge. I'll really break a leg or my hip or my neck. I don't know. This thing work? Oh, Jesus. Whoa, I gotta stop taking mushrooms before doing stand-up. What's going on here? Nah, that's not true. My mother's up there. She's at the Fat Black Pussycat since 10 a.m. She's freaking easy. No, it isn't. My mother's been drinking rum and coke, telling everybody my boy, he's going to do comedy. Hey, Mom, I'm 56 years old. I'm not a boy, but listen, the show started. You got to come downstairs. Be careful. Can somebody please help her? No, that's not true. She's really way up there. Ma, I miss you every day. I love you. I live in the Forgotten Borough. You know I don't live in Williamsburg because I'm not cool at all, but whatever. I live in Staten Island, baby, yeah. Staten Island where the men are tough and the women are orange. Easy. We got more tanning salons than Sweden and Iceland combined on Staten Island. You look in the phone book, there's this many people, the tanning salon section's like that. But I like Staten Island. You go to the mall, you think you're in a John Boehner family reunion. I knew a couple people would get that. A couple people from Staten Island are here tonight. I appreciate you being here. How we doing for time? I don't have a watch. I can't afford one. Oh yeah, it's Halloween. I forget. Yeah, it's a very exciting night. We got a full moon tonight. The last person, you see the moon, it's gigantic. The last person who saw a moon this full was Kim Kardashian's plumber. I'm sorry, that's terrible. I just thought of that 5 minutes ago. I don't know. I'm sorry. Russian optimism. Hey, I should read this book. I need more optimism in my life. Where was I? Focus. If you like to drink, salute, cheers, my hat's off to you if you can drink like a normal person without projectile vomiting over here. But me, I lost control for real. When I was young, I was drinking, it was fun. I used to date the cheerleading captain, and then I ended up marrying Captain Morgan. I'd be at home, I love the Comedy Cellar. It's a basement, it's a cellar, a basement. It reminds me of home. I feel right at home there. Maybe because I was in my mother's freaking basement till I was 45 drinking a Ford. I don't know, I like this place though. Anyway, I'm watching Monday Night Football. I got the refrigerator, I got my 30-pack, my spider plant, give him a feed of beer. The telephone rings, I go and answer the freaking door. Go back, a couple more coldies, second quarter, third quarter. Then somebody knocks at the door, I'm answering my phone. It was bad, man. I had to go to rehab. I get to rehab. It was a nice place. It was in Brooklyn, Bed-Stuy, do or die. So they sit me down, they go, Dave, you're a good guy, but you drink way too much, man. What are you doing? What are you doing? Don't drink, Dave. Don't drink no matter what. Don't drink if your ass falls on fire. Just don't drink. And I listened for the first time in my life, and a miracle happened. 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, I don't drink anything at all, nothing. So they put me in the hospital for dehydration. I can't win. A real miracle did happen, maybe not to you, but to me. I'm sober 8 years and I'm at the freaking Comedy Cellar. I can't believe this. Thank you. It's not easy. 2007, I had reconstructive surgery on my arm. The doctor gives me heroin pills for pain. I was hooked like that. Maybe you saw me in 2007 on the 1 train. I'll be all right. So the pills, they wreck your bones for real. I was having trouble walking. I went back to rehab, hopefully the last time. Knock on Brazilian rainforest wood over here. I go to rehab. They sit me down. Dave, people die from these pills, man. You're not a young man. People in their 20s are dying all the time from these pills. You got to get off of them. We're going to get your blood flowing. We're going to put you in a special class. We'll help you, Dave. Methadone aerobics. Oh, that was crazy. They put me in the wrong class. They put me in crystal meth aerobics. I couldn't keep up with them, and then I got really down. I'm depressed. They're like, Dave, did you ever have a dream? Did you ever have a dream when you were young? What was your dream? I don't want to tell you. My dream's dead. No, Dave, you got to tell me. What was your dream when you were young? I wanted to move to New York and do stand-up comedy. All right, I don't know. Where was I? Facebook. It's in Chinese over here. Okay. Facebook. I like Facebook. I talk to my family, my friends I grew up with, friends on Staten Island, around, wherever. But here's the problem. Facebook's really a waste of time. I have 196 friends on Facebook. I've only met 4 in person. I mean, come on. Really? I don't want to see pictures of your gerbil running through a cage all the time. I mean, come on. I can't help it. You know what I can't help? I compare myself to my very successful brother and 2 sisters on Facebook. My brother's an eye doctor. My sister works for Delta Airlines. My other sister's a photographer. Me, alcoholic taxi driver on Staten Island. I can't win. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Dave. That was awesome. Our next comedian is Jet Black. He's from Paso Robles, California. He has been doing stand-up for 5 years. You can find him on Instagram, WatchGTL. Jet is currently filming a documentary stand-up. You can watch it, the trailer, at youtube.com/gettthelaugh. Our next comedian is Jet Black, ladies and gentlemen.
It's good to be home. I like it. I went to fashion school, and this one day I was walking down the street carrying a mannequin, and this woman like looks at the mannequin and then looks at me and goes, "Well, she'll never leave you," which actually made me feel more alone. So I started collecting mannequins. I know, like, they say people in LA are fake or whatever, but you should see my apartment. It's like a Macy's window. I changed my name to Jet Black when I was in fashion school because, like, nothing's cooler than Jet Black, the fashion designer. And then I started doing stand-up. Now I'm just Jet Black, the fast food delivery guy. I turned 40 this year. I turned 40 yesterday. And, like, I'm kind of nervous because it's like, I'm 40 and I'm not getting rid of this man bun. I don't know what it is. It's weird because I'm at this weird stage in my life where it's like, I kind of need to figure out what it is I want, you know? Because on one hand, like, I want a deeply fulfilling romantic relationship. But on the other hand, I have a gun tattoo on my neck. And it's like, I want you to know that I can protect you, you know? At least from a guy with a knife tattoo. I just keep thinking, like, maybe I'll meet someone nice and settle down, you know? Maybe she'll have a holster tattoo. I don't know. It's weird because it's like the last 4 years of my life, I've been filming this documentary about stand-up comedy. And, like, 4 years ago, I bought this, like, cargo van, like, all-wheel drive, and built it out. And, like, I've been living in a van. And I love it. Like, I love my life. I'm cool. Like, I got a lot going on, man. I'm, like, filming. I got a man bun. But here's the thing, like, I haven't had sex in 2 years. And it's like, I know that doesn't, like, define me as a man, you know? But, like, the other day I used Apple Pay for the first time and I kept just banging the phone on the thing, trying to figure it out. It's like, that's probably why a woman won't sleep with me. It's weird. I asked out this Pilates instructor, and she was like, "I'm sorry, I can't get involved with another homeless guy." I was like, "Dude, I'm not homeless. I'm just in between girlfriends." I think we can all agree like a Pilates instructor should be a little more flexible. That's funny. It's weird because like, I don't know, man. Like my friends have been nudging me to get back into the dating game, you know? And it's like, I don't know what it is. Like I just don't feel sexy. Which like doesn't make a lot of sense because I get a ton of beauty sleep. Like a tepid laugh, thanks. No, it's only my life, that's all. That's all right. It's weird though because like, I don't know, I gotta figure out what I want, you know, because it's like you hear about these rich people that have everything, you know, like the cars and money, and they're like miserable. And then they give away everything they have and travel the world in a van, all of a sudden they're happy. It's like, if you think you can give away everything you have and like live in a van, I'd like to sell you a van.
Thanks, Jet. That was great. Our next comedian is Darren Joseph. He's from Staten Island, New York. He has been doing comedy for almost 6 years. Darin got into comedy because he always liked stand-up comedy. He tried it and in the 90s and then started again a few years ago. Darin is a hobby guy. He does stand-up for the fun and to entertain. He's not looking to be famous, but he wouldn't say no if he was offered a huge contract, but that's not his goal. You can find Darin on Facebook, Darren Joseph, Instagram, Darren.Joseph101. On Twitter, Darren Joseph 24. His website is darrenjosephblog.wordpress.com. Our last comedian of the show, Darren Joseph, ladies and gentlemen.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm actually looking forward to the second wave of COVID-19. Right? Wait, listen. During the second wave of COVID-19, I'm going to open up a nightclub. I'm going to call it the COVID Cabana. You guys all know the song? At the COVID Cabana. The hottest spot north of Havana. Of course it's going to be hot. Everybody's going to have a fever. I'm going to serve a drink called the Corona Colada. Just going to be a pina colada with a shot of hydroxychloroquine. Last month I turned 53. Thank you. Right, I started getting pop-up dating ads for the elderly. I got one from Silver Singles, one from Senior Meetup. I just want to know where these seniors are meeting up. CVS, Walgreens, or a cemetery. My wife is only 23. Yeah, thank you. You know what that means at night, right? Upstairs in the bedroom, I have a headache. My wife dresses me. Like when I go out at night, I just throw my construction boots back on and a pair of jeans and a t-shirt. When I go out at night, the way I dress, I like to call it construction casual. My wife, she likes to call it stay home. Grew up in a poor family. Right? We were so poor that I was born on layaway. Right? We were so poor as kids, we played Section 8 Monopoly. It was bad. We couldn't even pay fake rent. Right? As far as the game pieces, you know, the playing pieces, I always had to be the cigarette butt. I have 5 kids. Yeah, here it is. That's so many kids, my wallet has stretch marks. But you know what? You're not allowed to discipline kids now. Yesterday, my son came up to me, he was crying and begging for a piece of candy. And all I did was say no. 30 seconds later, Child Protective Services kicks in my front door. My son is 28. Got me thinking, I wonder if Safe Haven has an age limit. We all know what safe haven is. If you have a child, you don't want it, you drop it someplace safe, no questions asked. I wonder if anybody's going to ask any questions when I leave my mother in the firehouse. Oh, my mother. You know what, on Sundays, I bring my mother to church. They just give her back. I'm still not even sure how churches made the list of safe places. As a kid, I went to church every single Sunday, and I got beat up by a bully every single Sunday. I still remember that bully's name, Father Stanley. No, that wasn't the priest. My father's name is Stanley. Oh, they say a hospital's a safe place. Just not the Veterans Hospital. That's where I go, the VA. I went to the VA for a CAT scan. They still use real cats. I went to the VA for a colonoscopy. Yeah, that's where it gets quiet, right there. At a normal hospital, probably where you guys go, you're asleep for the entire procedure. At the VA hospital, they made me push the camera in. Speaking of pains in the ass, my mother's 100% Italian and can't cook. Right? Her Italian cooking move is just to put cheese on everything. Right? So for Thanksgiving, she makes Captain Crunch Parmesan. That's only because they don't make a turkey SpaghettiOs. All right, guys, I'm Darren Joseph. Thank you very much.
That's the end of the show. I want to thank everyone for watching. Also, if you want to see previous episodes of the Staten Island comedy shows, go to my YouTube channel, Nevin Cummings Comedy, and please subscribe. And also, hit the bell notification. This way, you will be notified when I upload a new show on YouTube. Also, please like my Facebook page, Nevin Cummings Comedy. Goodbye. See you on the next show.